Good morning, YouTube. This is Deborah Smith coming to you. I was coming to you today. I had been watching a few videos where people were coming on and with encouragement, devotional videos, and the Lord had put in my spirit a while back to talk to you all about faith because I am a woman of faith. I have to trust in God. I don't know nothing else to trust in. Man, myself, my job, anything, I have to put my trust in God because I found out when I do that, I won't be disappointed. Um, I wake up in the morning time, uh, quoting, affirmations, where it's a scripture in the Bible, but I quote these and I know them by heart. But what I quote is found in Deuteronomy, the 28th chapter, and that's the Old Testament of the Holy Bible. And I'm going to read you a little bit of it. It says, "And it shall come to pass, if thou shalt hearken diligently unto the voice of the Lord thy God, to observe to do all the commandments which I command thee this day, that the Lord thy God will set thee on high above all nations of the earth. And all these blessings shall come on thee and overtake thee. And if thou shalt hearken unto the voice of the Lord thy God, thou shalt be blessed in the city, blessed in the fields. Thou shalt be the fruit of blessed shall thou be the fruit of thy body, the fruit of thy ground, the fruit of thy cattle, the increase of thy kin, and the flocks of thy sheep. Blessed shall thou be thy baskets in the store. Blessed shall thou be when thou cometh in." And that's really one that I start off saying, "Blessed shall thou be when I cometh in, and blessed shall thou be when I goeth out. The Lord shall cause thine enemies that rise up against thee to be smitten before thy face, and shall come against thee one way, but shall flee seven ways. The Lord shall command the blessings upon thee in thy storehouse and all that thou settest thy hands unto, and shall bless thee in the land which the Lord thy God giveth. The Lord shall establish thee a holy people unto himself." And it go on to say about being blessed, being the head and not the tail, being above and not beneath, um, blessed in all kind of ways. And those affirmations I quote every morning. Thank the Lord for favor. I thank the Lord for miracles and blessings this day. Thank the Lord for more than enough. It's stuff that I just say when I'm walking through my house every morning. And true enough, the Lord has showed up and always been there for me. It's never a time that I can't remember that He didn't come through for me. I haven't worked in over 2 years because I had a knee injury, and they're saying that I need a knee replacement. I did have a minor surgery, arthroscopic surgery to remove broken bone fragments in my leg. And at first, when it happened to me on my job, I was at work one day. For a while, I couldn't walk, and it was horrible pain where I couldn't hardly bear it. But I began to pray and to seek the Lord about it, and I'm a determined person. I don't give up. So I said out of my mouth, "I'm going to walk again." And as I began to do that, my daughter had moved in with me for a few days, and she was helping me and dragging me, and that just wasn't me, and had to go to the bathroom with me. I was like, "Lord, no, I got to be able to take care of myself." And before I knew it, I was up hopping around. Yeah, I'm still hopping. And at first I had to walk with a cane, but my faith began to increase, and I began to say, "I'm not going to walk with this cane. I'm going to walk by myself. I can do this." And maybe for about 5 months now, I've been walking without the cane. Yes, I'm still hopping, and yes, a lot of times it hurt. Sometimes I have to walk slower, but here lately I've been trying to be on my health journey and exercising more, and I'm getting better and better because my faith is that I will get okay and that I don't have to have this knee replacement. If it don't get totally back to where it was, I'm still going to be able to walk and never have to be in a wheelchair. I declare that out of my mouth. And see, when you declare and have faith in God, he works on your behalf because that's what he wants you to do. He wants you to believe in him. There's another scripture that I had, which is Psalms 121. It says, I will lift mine eyes unto the hills from which cometh thy help. My help cometh from the Lord which made heaven and earth. He shall not suffer thy foot to be moved. He that keepeth thee will not slumber. Behold, he that keepeth Israel shall neither slumber nor sleep. The Lord is thy keeper. The Lord is thy shade upon thy right hand. The sun shall not smite thee by day, nor the moon by night. The Lord shall preserve thee from all evil. He shall preserve thy soul. The Lord shall preserve thy going out and thy coming in from this time forth and even forevermore. Which right there in his word, it tells you that he's always there and he's always been here. Like I said, I've been off my job for over 2 years. And even though I have faith and I know that God's going to come through for me, even when he come through, it still amazes me how he do it, even though I know he coming. But you know, it's amazing when you have faith and he really do show up and show out. It amazes you. Like I said, being off of work, it was very hard. And God, it's funny how God would put people, this is what he did for me. He put people and things that, you know, I'm going to always be taken care of, you know. And there was one young lady, a friend of mine, it was amazing. It seemed like every time I needed something, she was there. I mean, you know, God would put it in her spirit and she was just bringing and giving, and you know, she was putting $100 bills in my hand like they was dollar bills, you know, and I couldn't believe it. I tried to tell her no, but she said she had to do it because God had put it in her heart to do it. And it was amazing. I mean, you know, even being off all this time, God has made a way. He's provided all of my needs and some of my wants. I'm able to actually get some of my wants. God is awesome. And I'm just coming on here today to tell you that if you truly trust in him, and another thing, have the patience to wait, because he tells us in his word that his timing is not our timing and his ways are not our ways. And no, he's not going to show up exactly when we think he should, but he always shows up at the very perfect time, always perfect time. So if you can just trust in him, he'll never let you down. But that's what he wants you to do. It's about having faith in him, not looking to man or like we do. We look to so many things. We trust in so many things. And yeah, he tells you in this same word that man will let you down, but he's always there. He will never leave you. And truly, he has proven that to me, because God has truly made a way for me in these 2.5 years that I've been off of work. And I'm not married. I'm divorced. I've been divorced twice. I'm a mother of 5 children, but I have my last child here who is 18. And my oldest is 32 years old. The Lord has truly, truly blessed me. I am an only child. I've taken care of both of my parents up into their old age. Both of them was in their 80s when they died. They had me late in life. They had given up on having children, and they end up having me. And I felt so privileged to be a blessing to them in their old age and to be able to take care of them. You know, it's funny how God knows what you need. That he knew way ahead of time that they would need me to be there for them in their old age. And the Lord did bless me I took care of my mom for 14.5 years. She was down bedridden with a stroke. And I took care of her until she passed away, and my father the last year of his life before he passed away. So I feel so blessed to have been able to do that, and God is giving back. He's proven himself to me. And that's what I'm saying to you all today. If you can just trust in the Lord, he will never leave you. He will always be there. God has worked some miracles for me. That's, you know, my kids kid me all the time. They say, oh, mama, you just going to tell that everywhere you go. But God don't bless you to keep it to yourself. He bless you to be able to help somebody else, to let them know, just like he did it for me, he'll do it for you. He have no respect of person. He tells you that in the word. He will bless all of us. He loves all of us the same. I remember some years back, I was when I was taking care of my mom and my kids were small, and I had to come off from work, like I said, to take care of her then. And that day I really needed some money to get some food. And I have this friend I can always count on. So I was picking up the phone to call her to try to borrow some money, and I only needed to borrow some until that next day. But every time I went to pick up the phone, it was like something was taking my hand, hanging it up. And that was back when we had the house phones with the receiver where you pick up the receiver and dial the phone. And he kept having me to hang it. And I started looking at my hand and say, what is going on that I couldn't call her? I tried about 4 times, and every time I did, I would put that phone back down. So my god sister had moved to Washington, and I'm here in Arkansas, and I didn't know she had came back. And a little after that, she pulled up in the driveway. So I looked outside and I say, when she get back, And she came in the house and she handed me this particular money that I needed to borrow. And I looked and I said, did you owe me some money? She say, no. First I greeted her and said, hey, when you get back. She said, no. She said, it's the strangest thing. God woke me up and told me to bring it to you. And I said, what? And she began to tell me how she was laying there asleep and something shook her. And she said she woke up and thought it was her brother. She was saying, huh? And she was looking around. She didn't see anybody. So she went on back to sleep like we do. We fall back asleep. So then when she was going back off, something shook her again. And she said she began to, feel some kind of weight in. And she sit up and she was looking around and she could hear the voice said, take Deborah this money. And I began to cry then because that just let me know how special I was to the Lord. Favor isn't fair. Favor is something else. When you have the favor on your life of God, it is something else. And every time I tell that story, I get teary-eyed, but it is awesome. She had said, the Lord said, we knew it was the Lord because we grew up in church. We know. And she said, the Lord said, take Deborah this money. And she said she got up and she started getting dressed. And she kept trying to do other things. And she said every time she went to try, because she even stopped somewhere on the way, he kept saying it in her ear. So she knew she had to come on and take me the money. And that was awesome to me. At that moment, and this have been many years ago, I know over 20 years ago, at that moment, I knew how God worked. How miraculous God was. And all I had to do was just trust in him and do what he asked me to do, to be the type of person that he's asked me to be. And he will come through for me. It is amazing how God will bless you in ways you have no idea. And from that moment on, from that particular moment, God has been doing stuff like that for me all my life. He have truly been blessing me. When I was going through this last divorce and I didn't know where I was going to turn after me and my husband split up because I wasn't working at that time. And it was so hard, but it was just amazing how God had just started moving. I mean, the rent money was coming from places. It was crazy. And all of a sudden, I was telling the Lord, I need a job. And all of a sudden, the job, a new house, and all this stuff just came flooding in on me at just one time. It was like day after day, it was something new he was giving. And he just gave me all my needs at one time. It was unbelievable. But God did that. And ever since then, I've been standing. He's been making a way. Actually, the Lord blessed me now with more than I had when I was with my last husband. I mean, he'll bless me to give myself more than he gave me. And it's just amazing. And I desire to be married again, but it might not be God's will. But if it's not, then I'm asking him to help me be content in what I'm doing for me, because God is gonna whatever my desire is, God is gonna bless me to achieve that. And I just love the Lord for what he has been in my life. I hope I have encouraged somebody to let them know that if you believe in God, He will bless you. He will show up and he will show out for you. All you got to do is trust him. Read this word and believe in him, and he will do it for you. I hope you all, I don't want to make this video too long. It's already at 15 minutes and 12 seconds, but I just wanted to share my testimony with you and let you know that if you keep the faith, no matter what you're going through, depression, and you know, I'm still going through things in my life. And, you know, but I'm a strong person because I believe in God. And just like he brought me through all that I told you about, he's going to bring me through the rest. I believe that. And like I was saying, I hope I encourage somebody today, whatever you're going through, depression, divorce, money issues, job, whatever it is, just give it to God and truly believe that he will. And get in this word and read how he tell you he will do things for you, and he will show up and show out for you in your life. I pray that all of you all be blessed. All of my subscribers, even the viewers that's viewing that's not subscribers, I pray that you all be blessed and keep the faith. And if you like this video, please give me a thumbs up and please leave your comments and please subscribe. Be blessed, everyone, and have a great day.